Pleasant good afternoon to all my viewers and my subscribers. This is Jah-P Sports Talk. I hope everyone is keeping safe. So yesterday, Cricket West Indies had their quarterly meeting, and some very interesting news. One of which is Test Captain Craig Brathwaite quits. Then Shai Hope appointed T20 captain. Wow. So Ravman Powell has been removed as T20 captain. I didn't saw this one coming. I think Ravman Powell was doing a fairly good job, helping the team from ninth to third in the world, And some of those losses, the West Indies should have won or could have won those matches, but they lost it one way or the other. In terms of the test arena with Craig Brathwaite, we saw where his form dipped over the last six to 8 months or so. We definitely saw where his form dipped, and we were hoping to see Craig Brathwaite finding back his form, but it wasn't to be. And he recently traveled to Pakistan, where they draw that series 1-1. The first one, they lost it. And based on my understanding, Craig Brathwaite had wanted to step down from that first match, which I don't think would have been appropriate. Being the captain, I know that a little bit of pressure has been on you for some time now. I don't think it would have been the right time. If anybody was to make the decision, I think Cricket West Indies would have been the one, which I wouldn't support Cricket West Indies either to make a decision at that point in time. I would suggest to them, let him see out this series, and then, they have a round table talk. So now we know that Darren Sammy is our new head coach for the test, all format. So he recently took over from the Andre Kohli in the test arena. So we anticipate to see what Darren Sammy has in store for Cricket West Indies, have in store for the world, and to see what his team will be for that series versus Australia in the summer. Craig Brathwaite is 2 matches away in playing a 100 test match. He may or may not get the opportunity to play those test matches. He still has a few more years left in his career. And I think that if he can find form, I definitely think that he would deserve a spot in the West Indies test team. He's just 32 years old. So I would say that Craig Brathwaite roughly has another 4 years or 3.5 years to offer in his test career. But that will depend on how he performs on the field. It's a possibility that he can probably move on to play some county cricket, maybe becoming a coach or something else. But I think that his passion is to directly play for the West Indies. You understand? But when things are not going your way, and, as a batter and as a captain, you will definitely have to try to sit aside and then look back and look at where you can make things better going forward. And Shai Hope, is definitely one for the future. He's present and the future. He's 31 years old. So we would suggest that Craig Brathwaite, Shai Hope, has another 4 to 5 years cricketing career in him leave back. You understand me? Ravman Powell, I would suggest the same, but things change. And, I know Ravman Powell feels away right now, being demoted as a captain. And a lot will be at stake. Will Ravman Powell continue to play as a player, or will he just go out and try to seek out his contracts around the world? And I don't think it's an encouragement for future cricketers around the world. I don't think it's an encouragement, But, those persons in the hierarchy, they sit down and they think different than us, the supporters of cricket, So based on what I'm seeing, Ravman Powell having played 39 matches as captain, 37 matches, I beg your pardon, and he has won 19 out of those, which I have to give him credit. And as I said earlier on, if you should really rechase back the West Indies, those matches that the West Indies lost, I definitely think that some of those matches maybe roughly 7 or 8 out of those matches, I definitely think that the West Indies could have won or should have won those matches. If you should really watch back, it could have been, it can be more, but I'm just saying maybe 7 to 8 of those matches. If you should really look back, we should and could have won those matches. But we cannot dwell in the past. We have to look forward. We have to press forward. And former cricketer, captain, legend, Dwayne Bravo has not taken this lightly. We saw Dwayne Bravo took to Twitter and, showing his discredit, to what Cricket West Indies did. We saw where Darren Bravo was saying, once again, you guys prove to the people of the Caribbean that the cricket world, that the injustice towards players continues. So he's just showing us that, listen, Ravman Powell was doing a good job and there was no need to demote Ravman Powell at this point in time. But Cricket West Indies has already taken their decisions. So now it's a time for Shea Hope, coming into this role, with this team. He's already familiarized with some of these players and see how best he can pick up where Ravman Powell left off. It's not going to be an easy task for him, both as a captain, as a player. It's not going to be an easy task, but we know that he has the potential and we believe that he can deliver the goods just the same. I am not proud of the decision Cricket West Indies did, but as I said, life goes on and we have to just skip the pages. We anticipate to see who Cricket West Indies will name as the test captain. We are thinking about Joshua De Silva. His batting has not been up to par as what we would really want it to be, but we saw him in the 4-day championships recently scoring some centuries. So 2 rounds of matches remain. So we anticipate to see how he will do, which one they're starting tomorrow. So we just anticipate to see. It's a possibility that Rastan Chase may be called back into the test arena and may be given the test captaincy. It's a possibility that Tevin Imlach can be. I don't think that Alec Artan is not to underestimate him or anything. I don't think he's really at that point right now to really take over the reins as captain. I think he needs to work on his game some more. You don't want to give someone the captaincy that is performing poorly with the bat, and then now he has the role of a captain, and a lot is on a captain, So I don't think it would be right at this point in time to give one of those players the captaincy. Not saying that they will reject it, I think any one of those players, Cricket West Indies decide to give the captaincy right now, they would definitely take it with both hands. And the reason being, these cricketers growing up, they admire Sir Vivian Richards, Clive Lyde, and all of these players. And to be named captain of the West Indies, it lives on your records forever. Your families and friends and, supporters around the world will love moments like these, So anyone would definitely appreciate being the captain. But as I said, it's a big decision for Cricket West Indies, and we think that maybe by month end to early next month, we may get to know who is the new captain. So as I say, I don't expect any surprises. As I said in my little box, I have Joshua De Silva, Rastan Chase. It's also a possibility that Shea Hope could be the new test captain. We're not sure of his availability going forward in terms of his T20 franchises around the world and so on. We're not certain of that. But whoever is the test captain, we want it to be someone that can always make themselves available. That's a tricky situation right there. You know, we have not seen Joshua De Silva over there in the T20 arena like that, apart from the CPL. So it's a possibility that Joshua De Silva may be one of those reliable person that you can depend on. You understand me? So, as I said earlier on, we anticipate to see what Cricket West Indies has in store for us. So, my viewers and subscribers, if there's anything that I left off, please, I'm asking you to just drop it in the comment section. Let me all hear from you. What do you think about Cricket West Indies? Do you think it was the right time for Craig Brathwaite to step down instead of them demoting him? Do you think it was right for Cricket West Indies to demote Ravman Powell at this point in time when there is a resurge of the West Indies T20 team? You know? What do you think about all of these issues? So, until next time, keep safe. Jah-P Sports Talk.